Hi, I'm Kila.
And I'm Ashley.
And we met on TikTok when our stories collided.
After we discussed our crazy, people wanted to tell us they're crazy.
So join us as we unpack a whole lot of crazy.
And we named this podcast after the one thing we definitely have in common, raising our mamas.
So welcome to Raising Barbara Jean and Wanda.
Warning, following episode is intended for mature audiences only. It contains graphic descriptions, adult dialogue, and strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
We talk about dramatic shit.
Hey, my name is Brian Nail, and I'm a mortgage loan officer with Primis Bank. I just want to say how much I truly enjoy being a part of Spread the Positive Network. It's an incredible mission that brings so much positivity to our community. It's been a real pleasure to be involved. Now, when it comes to financing a home, there are a lot of options. And in a market like today's, having the guidance of a trusted local professional can make all the difference. Whether you're looking to purchase a new home, second home, an investment property, or explore refinancing options, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust and help guide you through the process. If I can help you nail your mortgage, give me a call at 615-243-3976 or visit nailyourmortgage.com.
Hey, y'all.
I think we might be
We're
back.
kind of nervous. We've done this a few times. We recorded a whole last episode, and then tripped over the cord.
Then we started a minute ago,
and then he cussed really loud.
He yelled like he's got Tourette's over there.
So, we're back.
We are back again.
Again and
well,
again.
I got all my anger out.
Right. Sorry I missed it. But
I was mad.
yeah, she was mad.
All right, let's get quick to it.
Okay.
Updates and
What was,
Okay, so we hate bullies. Let's start it off with that because that's
Yes.
breaking news.
yes.
The little
Bullies are
whores from
bad.
Murfreesboro. Can I say whores?
Yep,
Who jumped that little girl last week?
not okay.
Yeah.
And I said that, speaking of that age group and all their feelings, because Anderson's here, because he was like, Anderson, what makes y'all's feelings big? I was like, everything. And
Actually,
the wind blows.
She was raised the
feel
right
the
way,
same.
so she wouldn't do something like that.
And I feel the same way.
I look at my book. But she picks her nose.
They're very
I pick my
sensitive.
nose.
They just are sensitive.
They
But
are.
I think we
But
caught
still,
them.
there's no excuse for three girls to jump one.
Right.
And then call her names and then to chase her down the parking lot. I mean, I've done said, you're lucky this is the second episode because the first one, I was putting my phone number out so you could call me so I could fight you. Mm-hmm. But your parents should be ashamed, and I hope the little girl who got signed for softball don't get to go. Karma's a bitch.
Yeah, that's
But
Yep. We don't like
and
bullies.
parents, if you're going to teach your kids to fight, the 3-on-1 is some bullshit because that just means they're
That's
a pain in
not
the
a
ass.
fight.
No,
That's
means they're
getting-
scared to get their ass wet.
Oh,
It's getting
that's
drunk.
why I told y'all that my best friend, I made her fight her bully.
And then Ashley's over here making Ashley's bullying a girl who's already getting bullied.
Well, I made her stand up to her. Because when she would walk by, she'd be like, ho, slut. And I'm like, she fucking dog me. I was like, you going to address this shit today.
They think I'm a hoe.
No, my mom used to say, you gonna whoop their ass or I'm going to whoop your ass. So
Yes.
one of the two. So you getting your ass whooped either way. So and she did, bless her heart.
Annie, did you ever get bullied in school?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, she did. Oh, and this is hilarious. Sorry. This is hilarious. They had
Your thing.
This is so funny. They had this anonymous app that you could, tell on your bullies. What is it? What am I trying to say? Like snitch on your bullies, and like it's like anonymous app where you don't have to tell who you are or whatever. And you can
Snitchandpeace.com.
Right, kind of like, but for school, because there's like no child left
Yeah.
behind and all that. So this is hilarious. So I was gonna fight the kid. Anyways, whatever. Anderson's like, we'll just do this app thing. So I heard the other girl that was being bullied by him. I said, you go do the app thing. You tell everything. Well, you have to put your like email in there. But I guess that they mean like the office people won't tell the bully who said it. But I guess it's not really
okay.
anonymous. Anyways, so the friend puts all our contact in there and every detail. When we get home, we forget to submit ours. Well, anyways, the next day, they get called to the office and the bully's in there. And the principal basically just read the email verbatim.
Not anonymous at all.
Right. Made them like,
I don't know who wrote this.
and they were like, Well, I mean, she was like, and this is Emily. She said, we're like, I mean, I had Anderson's name in it and everything. And I was like, damn, that's fucked up. How y'all gonna make, and like, really? And Anderson was like, yeah, like said that, like, we were sitting right there and she said it all. And I was like, oh, wow. Well, luckily, I guess he didn't bully him anymore anyways. But yeah, I was like, yeah, give details, so they know that you're. She read the whole email to the bully in front of the victim.
I mean, that is effective, I guess.
I mean, it worked, I guess. But then one time they called, no Anderson come home, and she said, Mom, I got called to the principal's office today because somebody apparently said they were going to unalive themselves. And the girl, she was like, so I know that you knew about this. And Anson's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And she was like, well, she said the redhead that's in her class and you're the only redhead. And Anson's like, no, there's so-and-so and so-and-so. And then it turns out, of course, it was another kid, but like she interrogated Anson like, no, you knew about this and you did not turn this. And Anson's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But she's known for that. But anyways, like, yeah. Anson's like, what the hell? So I had to text the principal and be like, hey, let's not
randomly interrogate
my child, and then make her feel like she's guilty and she has no idea what you're talking about. Like, and it ended up not even being her, but yeah, she did get bullied by him.
All right, Kila, read your notes real quick. That was fun.
Don't bully me.
Don't bully people.
Okay, we're just going to go on and say Brian's sister's still a bitch, so.
Okay.
Just throw that out there.
Don't be a
We go to
Karen.
court Friday, Thursday.
Don't be a Karen.
And speaking of kids, how we raised our kids, because you said Annie was sensitive. My daughter's like scared to go to court because she's scared. She's like, just settle it. Let's just be done with it. And I'm like, no. Why are our kids so opposite us? I'm like, I don't care if we ever get a dime of any money because I would spend it all.
Yes.
Just so she
Just
don't
to
get a damn
prove
dime.
it.
I'll bite my nose off, spite my own face. Yes.
And so Emily's like, Mom, just let it go. I mean, do you know how much money that's saving? I mean, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Like,
Sometimes
I
you
want to
need
make them
to-
look stupid.
Yes.
And I want to be guaranteed that I can see her after court so I can bully her.
We're not bullying.
Kind of like giving up on that stuff, though. I feel like we're like more of like a healing.
Good.
Say that again.
I feel like our generation is like, it's really trendy to like
Be self-aware
to start healing yourself. Like that's becoming like really
instead of fighting. Or, yeah.
yeah.
Well, y'all still get wrinkles.
Still what?
But y'all still gonna get wrinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think that like you said earlier today, the future will be.
But this is not what America was built on.
I'm just saying, like,
We wasn't built on feelings and healing.
like mellowing.
We was
out.
badasses.
But we would rather be mellowed out because
Well, we're not about to take no shit.
exactly. But you would rather be mellowed out than
No, who is it? Who's that's like never in it? That Dixie always says. It's like Sweden or
Oh, yeah.
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Yeah, we're not about to be like Switzerland.
Oh, like Sweden.
Sweden.
That's her
They're
chocolate.
pretty-
Hey, I was close to SW, and
Yeah, they're pretty much the same, too.
So Trent, he got to go see Hardy and Ella. Well, then I went Thursday.
Oh, nice.
I
Where? I was seeing that.
I took me and Baylor went, and so she wanted to go see. I wanted to go see Ella, and I used her as an excuse to go. And Ella was really good, but then Dina Carter came out and Gretchen Wilson, and Christy and I went to Gretchen Wilson.
I'm not a Gretchen Wilson fan, but I have a
that's
Dina Carter.
special.
And then I was sitting there with Baylor at
Oh,
the same
that's cool.
concert. And I was like, oh
That's-
my God, this
that's
is
full
like
circle.
memories being made. Yeah.
That is
Circle.
cool.
And so we went Thursday night, and then I went Saturday night. Dixie come up, and one of her fancy golf friends gave them a suite.
Nice.
We are not about that sweet life. Those people are boring as hell.
Yeah, that's why Danny always comes down and sits with me at like
I
the Jelly
mean,
Roll
I'm like,
concert.
I
Because
think
she's
there was
there-
somebody
I'm up there with my boss, and they're just like sitting there. I'm like,
Sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
somebody was
Yeah.
sleeping. It was hot. It wasn't even cool. I thought we'd have air
Isn't
conditioner.
I feel like
I mean, you get free pretzel bites from chicken
I feel
tenders.
like, that stuff is wasted on the rich.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Tim McGraw was out. They weren't even clapping, and I'm like, and I was like, okay, I'm fixing to get dumb here for just a second. I'm just gonna let you know. But yeah, they are some.
Yeah.
And people were talking about their financial planners, and I'm like, I ain't even been to no financial planner office.
Girl, I don't even got a planner. Not even a 2026, 2027 planner.
I got $20 of crypto on my Venmo.
I went to
You're doing it.
That's my financial planning.
I went to Miranda Lambert, and we were at the very tip top, and there was like 5 rows behind me, but I stood up because I was obsessed with her at the time. And like the people behind me were like, oh my God. And I'm like, we're at a freaking concert, not a movie.
Yeah.
Get your ass up.
Yeah,
and the lady beside me asked me whoever opened for her. And I'm like, really? Really? Like, did y'all just win these tickets or what?
And the suite tickets that we had, like Baylor and I were lower. We were right under the suite people, the same exact tickets except for we were inside.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and we got pretzel bites and chicken dinners, and I got 3 Diet Coke,
Girl, when I went to the suite,
which is expensive because the night before when Baylor and I went,
yeah,
crazy.
we were talking. I don't know who I was talking about this with, but we were talking about the suites and stuff, and I said that Hagen's work gave us tickets to go see the A game. That's like, I think it's like when the janitors play the football players or something. I don't even know what the fuck an A game is. Actually, as a matter, listen here.
What is it?
As a matter of fact, I don't even know if the football players were there. It might have been like the
Let me help
A
you with
Street?
this.
I don't know.
It's literally the offense plays the defense.
Okay, well, I don't know if I think it was second string on both of them.
Hey, no offense at all.
I think the lawnmower. I think they were mowing the yard as they were doing it. Like seriously, I don't even know if any of the football players were there. They could have went and got a high school, and the other people were not. I was literally shoving stuff in my. I had like 4
I was
beers.
looking because you told me that, and they didn't even have anything. I did
They
take some
didn't have-
earplugs.
Oh, they didn't have beer and stuff.
They had beer, but they didn't have any like special stuff.
That's what you steal is the beer. And I don't even know why because I don't even drink it. But you got to take it.
They did have tampons in the bathroom,
Oh,
That's nice.
and they had
I guess.
earplugs in the bathroom, and deodorant and hairspray. They did have toiletries.
see, their napkins were like the thick shit, and I was like, oh, I tore it up.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. Next time I'm bringing a big ass bag. I wrapped up like stuffed mushrooms and everything.
we got in trouble for our bags. They were too big and they were small. I mean, now it has to be clear and it has to fit in a square before
my
you can go in.
gosh.
It is just a little bit bigger than your phone. I'm not even
wow.
kidding. And I mean, Dixie was trying to find them for her bag because hers was
it was
expensive.
so,
Mine was
like,
$20 at Walmart, and I'm like, I would
Not that great that the kids that were in the suite with us were like, we're gonna go down there because we can get on the field. And I'm like, oh, so I think it really was like the janitors versus the lawnmower people or something. It wasn't
That's so
actual
funny.
football players, but
hilarious.
like I said, I think they were actively mowing the yard as it was weird. I don't even know if there was anybody's in the stands, just us, but I was excited because there was free beer and stuff.
What about our email from CMA? We're doing that next year.
And I don't even drink beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
And we got the plug now.
We got to start knowing when to send shit out. Like, if I'd have known CMA, I would have done that a month ago. Mm-hmm. Wait,
Rock the South. Text them.
Is that not, that's already, it's at July, maybe?
I think it's like June or July.
In Alabama, you want to go to that?
Well, if they, yeah.
For,
And be
to
pressed,
me.
Lord. Y'all know I'm only going to get one press gig and I'm fucking it up and they ain't impressed.
We're not impressed.
They're like, man, we don't care what kind of gum they choose. What we want to know is they were dating. I was like, I don't give a fuck who they're dating, but that shit, you smell good.
That's good though, because we could relate to that, like the the music and relate. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And so I got our media kit.
I'm
done.
just going to be like, so what was the first thing you bought whenever you
Hey,
like,
Kila, I need you to send that to me.
I got the media kit done, but then I went to send it. They're like, can you make it a 2-page media kit? And I'm like, well, why they just make it a motherfucking 7-page kit to begin with? Why do you have to have 7
Kila,
pages?
just send it to me. I got something for you.
he's going to do it, run it through his something, printer or
got
something.
you. It's a
Fax
printer.
machine or something, whatever he does.
That's a fax machine. Yep.
Wow.
Do an AI machine.
Where did I ask someone, do y'all have a fax machine? They were like, what is this, 1998? And I was like, no, fucker. Or maybe I saw it on a movie. I don't know. I think I'm high.
Okay, now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do our... I'm trying to think. What's a good
Kila,
name
Kila,
for our
can I
podcast food notes?
Supper Club's fire.
Dinner dreams.
Dinner dreams.
Oh, that's like in her dreams. That's hilarious. Well, not really hilarious, but it's like a little chuckle funny.
Kila, I gotta tell you
What?
about the off the record because it was crazy. When you told me that you quit and all the things because I didn't invite you like I could. First of all,
Did you believe that?
kind of. Not really. Not really at all.
Did you believe it?
What?
When I take the show and said I'm done.
Oh, no. Hell no.
No, I didn't.
What did the
either.
girls
First of all,
believe
she's
me?
putting raw chicken in your vents. If she quits, you know, it ain't going to be able to text.
Oh dear, please. I don't want no problems. Please don't
You
bully.
really thought I was going to quit? Oh, you're saying the show was really good.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. And speaking of Miranda, that's when I fanboyed the most. That I didn't know she was a
She was really good.
She didn't. I didn't realize she was a co-writer, but it makes so much sense.
Like the Ella Langley, they wrote that in like 20 minutes or something. The Texas.
It was so.
Yeah.
It was spiritual. It was like going to church, and we were there today at Trend. Shout out to Trend. We are.
Where does he keep going without us?
To Trend. And I'm trying to get y'all on the roster.
He keeps leaving us.
No, I don't.
He thinks he's a trend now.
I
have to run a business.
We're about to be the bottom of the barrel.
I know.
That is fake news.
Yes.
I was literally telling Ashley, I'm like, I kind of got a foot in the door, and if we could get y'all on their roster, it's over.
Green Bay Packers football player today.
So
we're at it. Brett Favre.
Yeah, it was Brett Favre. Yep, that's who it was.
Montana. Is that his name? Is it Montana or
Montana? Jesus. Anyway.
And Brett Favre, he's a player.
Yes.
I mean, obviously he would have freaking unicorns coming out of his ass if he did Brett Favre today.
He's a fraudulent asshole.
Well, I don't think you would think that if you were in his presence.
He always looks like he needs lotion. I just want to like
Joe. What?
I just want to rub his forehead with lotion. Be like, you really should
moisturize.
Like, get a brand with Aquaphor. That would be your best friend.
Cetaphil. Mm-hmm.
He can't get a deal with nobody these days.
Why did he do something?
Yeah, he ripped off.
We got to do our notes.
I just want to. Can I just?
You just want to tell me how good Ella Langley is? I've already heard right now.
But I was like, she was right there. I'm a big Ella fellow. Anyway,
oh my gosh!
Out.
Speaking of Ella fellas,
and then Lainey Wilson came out, and yeah, it was crazy. And
they said she's really short.
I always think they're going to be like super tall, and they're all like small.
One of the ladies, she said, she said, no, she's super short. And I said, how tall do you think she is? She said 5'7". And I was like, bitch, I'm 4'11".
5'7".
She said she was 5'11". I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, she's
You're way up there. I'm sure, like, my head comes to your crotch. Thank you.
But man, we in the door with Trend. Shout out to Trend. And I'm trying to get y'all on deck. Because I'm always thinking plotting for my people. Don't ever doubt that.
My dad's calling, so should I just I'm gonna actually let y'all. I'll step out. Okay. Hello. Hey.
I'm still here. Yeah.
You haven't found him yet?
Hold on. Hey, thank you.
Just
breaking news. Ethan said
I'm going to sit here for a minute.
Okay.
But I got to put in the truck. I got to find out what he did.
Can he go in that parking garage area and park?
The car lot waiting area.
Can you go to the car lot waiting area?
No, why would he be?
No, you park there and then you go in and look for him.
Well, that won't work. You know.
Ella fellas, like, are you?
I'm just telling y'all, Ethan's back. So if I have to leave the podcast, y'all can keep on. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it next time. But go ahead.
I'm excited.
Ella fellas.
So Ella fellas, Baylor and I were there Thursday night. There was these 3 guys sitting in front of us, muscle guys, and I was just like, hey, and I was like, oh my god, y'all are Ella fellas. We started laughing, of course, then we started talking, and so the guy thought I recognized him, and I was like, he was like, oh, did you see me on the news? And I was like, no, like, I have no idea. No, why? And I was like, do you know me? And so he was like, what?
They're both like, I'm kind of a big deal, bitch.
He was like, oh, I just thought you were talking to me because you see me on the news. And I was like, well, I thought you were talking to me because you watch my podcast. And he was like, you have a... So anyway, we were like,
very successful.
So this guy
subscribe right now.
Is the Nashville police officer who was on the news for participating in OnlyFans videos in his Nashville police uniform. And like...
Did he get fired?
Yes.
Oh,
And so he was at a warehouse
That's
acting like he was pulling them over and grabbing breasts and shit.
oh,
boy.
And I was like, no, I don't even know that. I was like, that's a better story on the podcast.
right.
That's
And
way
so,
better.
yeah, so my little Ella fellas were famous OnlyFans
That's funny.
breast grabber officers.
That's
All right,
funny.
let's recap those notes and do it.
Okay. So, Anita the meth murderer, who's drunk and has razor lights and machine guns, and then you had a cigarette. The cops came back again and surrounded her house again, and you snitched, and you run the Facebook page, and then your neighbor sends you some pictures. So we need to know about that.
Okay, so like 3 weeks ago, me and my other neighbor were standing outside, and this cop pulled up and like pointed the car toward us, and she goes, "Oh my God, did somebody call on our kids?" And I was like, "No, our kids haven't done anything." And he gets out and he asked me if my name is something, and I'm like, "No, that's not me." And he was like, "Who lives in this house?" And I'm a snitch, so I was like, I told him who lived there, and he was like, "Was she home?" And I'm like, "I have no idea. I've not been out front." So, anyways, her car wasn't there, but I saw this car pull up and like abruptly stop. Because I was upstairs and because I thought like the kids are walking like, bitch, you better not be flying through here because it's a cul-de-sac. And so I did recognize the car when it pulled up, or see the car when it pulled up. So anyways, he's like, "Who drives this car?" And I was like, "I don't know, but I just saw it pull up abruptly," whatever, told him the same thing. And then he's like, "Can you get her on the phone?" And I'm like, "I don't have her number," but so I messaged her and was like, "Hey, can you call me?" Whatever. And then he ended up walking up to the door, and I think she came out. And so me and the neighbor went up on the porch, like, as we do, because, I'm vacuuming the driveway and shit, so I can hear what's going on. And they, like, put her in handcuffs and put her in the back car. And I'm like, "Oh, my God, what the fuck is going on?" Like, holy
But
shit.
it wasn't your neighbor.
My neighbor, yes, this was my neighbor.
Oh, that was your neighbor.
That's
Okay.
my neighbor. And then he comes over and he was like, "Hey, is so and so her daughter?" And I was like, "No, her daughter's name. Here's her social security number and all the things,
Blood type, firstborn.
Yes, I was like, "She lives at 606." Anyways, I was like, "That's not her daughter. I don't know who that is that you're all talking about." And then the guy come back over and he's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to get your children and get inside because the lady that we're looking for is armed and dangerous, and she just shot someone." I'm like, "What the hell?" So the neighbor's at my house, so the neighbor and her kids have to go in. And of course, I'm like, "Everybody get a window, get your notebook, write down
Everything you see.
Yes, any details, because like I don't know, I gotta find out what's going on. So anyways, another cop comes knocks on my door and he's like, "What kind of car does she drive?" And like I said, I gave the plate number and the description and all the things. And I was like, "It's a 2006, but between a 2006 and 2008 ish." But I was like, "It is a Lariat edition," all the things. And so he was like, "We think that they swapped cars," and I'm like, "Oh my God!" And then I'm like, "Wait," so I'm so confused, and so he leaves and he's like, my neighbor said, "Can I go home?" And he was like, "Yeah, but you'll just have to walk behind the police officers," because they were all at the house. And so they leave. They let my neighbor out. She gets her dog, goes in the house. And so I'm like, okay, they don't tell me anything. They don't say, "Call if you see anything," nothing. So my sister sends me a text that is from an app that's like Crime Radar, and it had my neighbor's address on it, and it has like the 911 call, and it was like, "Suspects driving, blah blah blah, shot." And I'm like, holy shit, like she shot somebody, we don't know anything. The description of her car, this is probably where she's going, whatever. So that night I go out to smoke my last cigarette of the night, and I'm in my nightgown, as I do, and I'm smoking my cigarette, and the neighbor's truck pulls up, and I'm like, "Oh shit, is that the girl?" Like, because they said, and then sure enough, that girl gets out, the suspect, and I'm like, "Oh shit, she's literally right there." Well, another car comes through the cul-de-sac and is like parked over here waiting on her, and she like looks through the windows and all the things, and I'm like sitting on the porch, like I done turned my screen off on my phone and everything. So I'm like, damn, she gonna know I snitch, because I've been telling everything.
She's back to get me.
Right, exactly. So Hagen comes outside and he's like, "You get in the house, get in the house, get in the house." So I get in the house, and I'm checking all the times and stuff because I want to be accurate. But anyways, I didn't call nobody because they didn't tell me to call nobody. So like I'm a snitch, but like I'm not gonna call and snitch.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I will call and snitch, but like I'm not gonna do nothing for the police if they ain't told. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. So I'm assuming like maybe they've already figured it out, or she's not in trouble anymore. So this was 11:15 because I checked my time, and then I went back out to smoke another cigarette, and then my husband took the trash to the road, and when he looked up, there was like red lasers coming down the road, and it was police officers, and my husband's like, "What the hell?" And because I must have parked at the end of the street, and so they come down, and I'm like, "Y'all just missed her," and they were like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and like I was telling them them earlier. I like licked my finger. I was like, I think they're heading west or whatever, because you know I'm a snitch, so I know all the things. And I was like, yes, she just left. She put something on the porch, whatever. The next day, they surround the whole house, wake our neighbor up. They don't do anything. They didn't get in her truck, so it almost made me feel like she didn't give them permission to search her truck. They went around it, but they didn't open it up. So
How is that a thing?
I don't know, but like,
Okay.
So, Amy, go out there. So just go out there and answer the phone.
Girl, you got this.
Just say hello before it hangs up. Lord have mercy. This is the anxious stuff I gave him. Anyways, I don't even think I talked about that this time. Anyways, so the next morning we go to kindergarten graduation. My other neighbor texts me and she's like, cops are here again, surrounded the house. And I'm like, oh shit, whatever. So I get back home, they're gone. Cops come again. And I'm like, golly, like this, they never tell me to like call nobody, nothing. So the next day, that girl shows back up. I'm like, they didn't tell me nothing. Well, anyways, I wasn't home when she showed back up. So I went over to the other neighbor to tell her like, hey, are you on our Facebook group? Because I got impulsive and created us a neighborhood Facebook group. And she was like, no.
Oh, you just created this group.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When?
Oh, like 2 months
weeks
ago.
ago.
Oh, like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, this is bullshit. We don't like.
Is it before or after this happened?
Oh, before, way before.
Okay.
Also, our sign is like janky and like, but all of a sudden, like the sign was like painted, but like the bricks are not great. And I'm like, somebody's taking care. And then somebody was putting like the fake flowers in it. And I'm like, well, thank God somebody's taking care of it. And then, nobody would create one, so I created one because I want to know like snitching. Like I want them to be like so and so shot.
Or if your dog gets out, you want to
Exactly. So I created the Facebook group,
Okay.
and then it's just been like building. But we were having a neighborhood yard sale, so I went to ask my neighbor like, "Are you part of the Facebook group? Because if you're not, you need to be." And we're having yard sales. And she was like, "Hey, that girl showed back up. What were we supposed to do?" And I was like, "I have no idea. Nobody told me nothing." And she's like, "I got a picture of her and the car and the license plate because obviously she's a snitch too, which is fine." And so I was like, "Bet." And she sent it to me, and I was like,
y'all are informed, not snitches.
"Oh, right, informants, yeah." So this was on a Sunday.
Totally different.
Well, I called
You're
the.
very informed, not an informant.
Oh,
Just
well,
informed.
I called the non-emergency line and left a message with the detective and was like, "We don't know if the car's still in the same spot, but we don't know if we're supposed to be telling you anything. Like, y'all never updated us. Like, what the hell's happening?" And they kept surrounding the house like they thought she was in there. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, well, she would have had to come. And the thing is that my neighbor don't have a back door. She only has a side door. And I'm like, I would have seen her if she would have ran through she don't have a back door. So anyways, I called and they never called me back. So I guess it's over.
How many times they surround the house? I mean, your kids are out there playing, all of a
5.
sudden you just see red light over.
I mean, at one time they parked 2 vehicles in my driveway. And I'm like, if we could not do that.
That'd be ideal.
Yeah, like they had 2 trucks backed into my driveway. And I'm like, but then didn't even like tell us like if it was over. Or, I'm like, that's kind of bullshit because we do have kids. And
Yeah.
I don't know this girl and I don't know who she shot. And obviously the person didn't die because I guess it wasn't murder, but I have no idea. But that's where the Anita thing came through. And then Anita texted me later and was like, "What do you need?" Because I had texted her and said, "Can you give me a call?" And I said, "I don't need anything. The law told me to get in touch with you." And she said, what did they want you to ask me? I said, "I don't fucking know. I'm not a confidential informant. They just told me to get you on the phone." Hell, I don't know. So anyways, but I've talked to her since then and all is well, but yeah.
Did her friend go to jail?
No.
That's insane.
So she's on the run.
She came and got her car.
Oh, well, shit. I guess you ain't on the run if you come.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they've not it's nowhere. You can't even Google it. You can't find nothing on it. And I know
I mean, you would think they would at least call and say, "Hey, cancel the armed and dangerous."
right. Yes. Or tell us, like, if y'all see her, call the non-emergency line or like, no, never told us anything. And I did probably 3 people's hair that lives in the county that she supposedly shot the person and they've heard of nobody being shot. So I have no idea.
What the
That's
hell?
Yeah.
insane. Insanity.
What did Eddie find him? Oh God. Anyways, so that was craziness.
So we have on here CPAP and relationships. That's me because I just said Brian got a CPAP and
Is he using it?
yes.
My
It-
sister and her boyfriend both do
It
CPAP.
broke like for 4 days and he was miserable, but yes, it's like a relationship changer.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Yeah, my sister and her boyfriend look like they're going to space when they go to bed. They both got the whole
Brian
thing.
doesn't move, and he's always been a flip-flopper, and he talks in his sleep, and he snores like I want to punch him in the mouth. But he lays
Game
there
changer.
almost like he's in a coffin.
First one.
And I'm like, are you alive?
But he sleeps good.
Sleeps good. So it's the best sleep he's ever had.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay. I've got really good stuff. So that was the Willie stuff we were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had to be a character witness. Did we talk about that at this?
No.
Did we talk about that this episode?
No,
or the
no.
last episode?
Last
Real
week
quick.
we didn't get to record because I had to go be to court with my dad to be a character witness for his divorce that he's been separated with for 26 years. And he did not trust me to make it to court on time. So he got me a hotel the night before. And me and Annie went and stayed in Nashville. And court was on Tuesday and I couldn't come record. So that's why we couldn't record last week.
And somehow
had a night
you
out.
Still beat Kila here every time.
Right.
Okay. We're in the middle of notes, Trent. We're doing dinner.
Why are you bringing up the past,
What is
Trent?
it? Dinner dreams. Is that what I said earlier? Dinner.
Sure.
I'll
My
get
memory's
you.
gone.
You
I
said
don't know.
inner
My memory is
dreams.
gone.
For 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
31.
We're going kayaking for my birthday this weekend if y'all want to go.
31 years in. I don't know what that is either.
That'd be so cool.
Why we said that. Malaya snitching on you from AStock.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. Yeah, so I went. So the last time I podcasted, I bought stuff from AStock and I ran on up to Laverne and picked up all of my stuff. I didn't even know what I got, and it was like furniture. Like I had furniture in the CHR. So the next morning I had to take Bub to school. So I had to unload all of this furniture and I propped it up against the truck, but I didn't want to tell Hagen because he'll have a fit because I've been doing AStock, and I prop it all up
Okay,
against the
AStock is a online auction site
bidding
that's in Laverne.
and I'm addicted to bidding. Like I have a addiction.
We don't even want that. We just do it
Yeah,
because.
'cause remember I bid on wheelchairs and stuff, but I didn't win them.
Did we
win.
talk about that on the
Yes.
podcast? Okay.
Yes, and I did
Because
win the
now
What was that in the title?
Because
Yeah.
now Ashley's got her own medical equipment line.
Right. And my friend sent me. Oh, first of all, I think I told y'all on the podcast that someone asked, does anybody have a wheelchair? And like 6 people tagged me. We're in the comments like clowning, and I was like, I bet the original poster was like, fuck y'all, I needed a wheelchair. But I'm in there like, bitch, I got a beach wheelchair with them big old wheels.
Do you really have a.
No, I did bid on it, but I didn't know. I bid on a beach wheelchair. We ain't got not an air sand here in Tennessee. The hell? I can't even haul it. Anyways, just don't let me on any kind of bidding site.
Have you got your real ID yet?
No, but I didn't finish the story about Malaya.
Okay.
So I get all this furniture out and prop it up against the truck, hoping that Hagen don't see it. And she comes out. She said, "Oh, Daddy, Mama's been shopping at that store again." And I said, "Shut up." And she said, "Malachi, hold your ears. It's about to get loud." Daddy, I said, "What the hell?" And so her daddy came around. I said, "What?" I said, "You snitching on me?" And she said, Daddy, Mama's been shopping at that place again." And I was like, "You little snitch." And he goes, "That's my wife." Something. Thank God he didn't take her side. But anyways, speaking of which,
she gets her snitching from you.
well, probably. But this, I thought me and Hagen was going to catch a domestic this Saturday trying to do the yard sale. Let me just tell you, if your marriage can survive a yard sale, you fucking got it.
You're fine.
I told him, you know the big rack that we bought with clothes? Well, it was full, and I hadn't took it off. And he was like, "You're going to take that off." Duh, I know we can't carry 7,000 pounds of clothes, whatever. He's one of those, he's like Captain Obvious.
It rolls.
Yeah, but we were upstairs. So kidding. So anyways, I took all that off. And then I was like, we got it out there, and I was going back to get more clothes. And I said, "Can you pick up that basket? Because it's like really heavy." And he was like, "You need to worry about the clothes." I said, "I got the fucking clothes. Would you stop?" And he was like, "Don't." And I said, this is at like 6 o'clock. I said, "Fucking shit me. I wish you would."
Oh, no.
He has never hit me. He's like, "I'm not going to fucking you." Just said, "Do it, motherfucker. And I'm going to push you backwards down the stairs." And then we get outside, and I'm like, "God, dog, that went all the way south."
Real fast.
And of course, I'm over it and think it's funny, and he's just calm down.
Calm, girl.
God, that's Brian and I every day.
I know. I said, we about to have a fucking domestic dispute in the hallway over a basket. And he was like, "Well, you always sign us up for this dumb shit." I said, "See, you're bothered. I'm not."
It was your fault you had a yard
Oh,
sale.
yes. But
You
if-
should have told me you could have had my racks.
well, if I didn't have a yard sale, then I'm a hoarder and I keep everything and I need to make room. So I said, I'm damn if I do, but he's going to find something to bitch about regardless. But it was funny as hell. When I got outside, I was like, God, I said, fucking hit me.
We should do a big
I'm not gonna hit
online
you.
yard sale.
Yeah, we should. But anyways, we didn't get a domestic, but we almost did because
I have a shit ton of stuff that we
like
brought back.
stop telling me stuff that are like he literally be like, hey, if you go get that table, don't bust the window out of the car.
Oh my God! And then does he
Like-
tell you 10 more times?
Huh?
Does he say it 10 times?
I'm like, Hagen, that's
what
like
mine
saying,
is.
hey, please don't hit a dog on the way. I'm fucking no. Like, I'm not gonna bust the way. I was like, Hagen, it's not my first time being in the trunk of the car. I know not to like slam the that yes, and that gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
It's like telling me to do something that I'm already doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
That is true.
Yeah.
like this morning in Aniston, bless her, because we didn't get to talk about this part because they got big feelings and stuff, and they do. And she's got a big mouth, and she don't know when to not say stuff. Like, you don't talk about stuff about, don't ever talk about finances in front of Hagen. Never, 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 never. Don't ever. And honestly, just grin and nod, until it's over. But Anson's like, oh, when I get my
hard
next
to do,
paycheck,
though.
and he's like, you need to put half of it into your savings. And I'm like, and then she says something else. And he's like, yeah. And I said, is this beneficial? Is what you're saying beneficial? He's like, well, I said, but is it making a difference? Hell no. As a matter of fact, she's probably like, nope, I'm about to go throw the damn money out the window just
Does
to.
he give you money?
Hell no.
Good
He don't
job,
give
Annie. You're doing really good.
He don't give none of us money. Hell.
I should have known that.
Yeah, I don't know what you
That was
said.
a wild question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
She'll
knew
clean
that.
our whole house. I'm like, hey, did you pay Annie? He's like, no, she washed her clothes here. I'm like, she can wash her clothes. Not really. Like, he will throw her money, but like, I usually do it. I'm usually the one that like will Venmo her because he's like, no, we raised her here. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah. So I told her, I said, you don't know what to not talk about in front of him. You can't talk about stuff like that.
Do
Like,
you do it kind of to pick at him?
What?
like talk about
When you
shit
talk,
you ain't
or
supposed
you
to talk
just
about.
honest start talking and you
You just
forget
don't
about
even
it?
know.
Just talk.
She's
Wait,
she's
I've
talking
got
to
that
me
too.
like don't even realize like that he's there, but I'm like
I typically do, like, if I know it's like something stupid, I do like to
Filter
mess
it.
with
Oh,
him.
yeah, yeah,
I do mess
yeah.
with him sometimes, but
You're like,
this
quit
morning, I
lurking.
was just-
yep. I'm like, Instant, you cannot mention finances. He's gonna be like you need an alien,
The banker. That's
Yes.
very
Like you done
successful.
spend all your money. I'm like, shut up.
Oh
You
my
ain't
God,
paid
do
a
y'all
damn
play
dime.
Monopoly as a family?
Hell no.
That would be-
Honey, rummy? I about flipped the table over some rummy.
That's a
I can see
segment.
Hagen. I want to be the banker.
No, oh yeah, Monopoly. Oh, he would because he wouldn't trust us, but and rightfully so. But at Rummy, he'll hold all of his cards till the end and then lay them all out.
Oh,
And he'll have like 150 cards, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm picking up this whole. And then he's like, and I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. And now I've learned, like, don't trust him if he's got a bunch of cards because he's probably about to go out. But yeah, he's very strategic. And I'm fly by the seat. I'm like, oh, 3 twos. Yeah, eat that, bitch. And then he's like,
he's got his sunglasses on.
literally. And he's just like,
That's how y'all work together.
yeah, it really is. And like,
It's a good balance.
we do balance. I don't really know what I bring to this situation, but
A lot of great
chaos. I get he would be really bored. I think. Nah, he probably would actually like it, but like, what stories could you tell? I mean, what stories would he have? Like, I jumped a dirt ball when I was 16. Like that's all he had. So I think that's why the Lord put us together. But anyways, it's fine.
Some bitches be boring.
Yeah. Some people just love that too. Like I don't want chaos, but I could not do just the same. That's why I took the babies. Like, cause I'm looking at him like, hey, how are you? What's your
Do
name?
you feel like your mom always has to fix something?
What do you mean? Like mentally, physically?
Like
All
just
the
be a
above. The
fixer.
babies.
Just a fixer.
Like help people? Like help?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely a fixer. It's like intriguing to me
It's
if someone.
natural, isn't it? Because I'm like, oh,
Yes.
I got clothes. Come on, we'll get clothes.
Yes, and it intrigues me if someone has an issue because I'm like, whoa, we'll figure it out. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, I wish I could. I'm like, hold on, there ain't no wishing. We can get this shit done.
I mean, we should have a big therapist office.
We really should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because so I'll go back to that. Sunday night I was at home and I will tell you what I was doing. Okay. So y'all know what I've been doing lately to unwind. And I had the yard sale Friday and Saturday, right? So Sunday I was first of all, my Goodwill I'm sorry. I was in my craft room and I was sanding the calluses off my feet, okay? But listen, okay, that's not the bad part. So I was doing that, and I was also making a seashell with decoupage, right? I was decoupaging a seashell because that's what people do. And then the glue, I love to pick stuff, you know. So I was trying to wipe the brush off, like to get all the glue out, and I got it on my hands, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna peel this off. Then I decided to put all of the glue on your feet.
Oh no!
Stop it!
Oh no! Why?
Well, because it kind of pulls the dead skin off. Like if you let it dry. So I'm like, y'all know what I do to unwind.
She thinks it's a what is that? Paraffin-wax?
Yeah, right, paraffin wax.
Paraffin, yeah.
So like I've got glue all over my feet, and I may or may not have got the tweezers just because it was more satisfying to pull it off like that. Anyways, so I was doing that and the phone rung and I was listening to my audiobook and I was very entranced in the book and I didn't know the number, so I answered it and I was like, hello, and they were like, hey, and I was like, hey, and they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm not going to do what the fuck I do. Can't tell you. I'm like the kindergarten teacher in what Adam Sandler's when he goes back to school. Billy Madison.
Miss Lippy.
Yes, when she's licking the glue.
This is Miss Lippy time. You gotta go to
I'm like, this is Ashley time. But anyways, I was like, who is this? And he was like, Ethan. And I was like, Ethan? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, because, you know, we filed a missing person report. We did find him last August, but we've not spoke to him since August 18th. So I forgot all about the glue on my feet.
Oh no.
So I go like, he's like, I want to come home, and I'm like, bet, you know, I make dumbass financial decisions on a whim. So I'm like, I'll fly out there right now and get you, you know, whatever. So he's like, do you think that y'all can get some money together to get me home? He's like, I know it might take y'all a couple weeks. And I was like, bitch, we'll get you home tomorrow. Like, no, you know, we ain't doing nothing half-ass. So I go downstairs and I'm like, on the phone with him, I'm like, oh my God, how are you doing? Like, I want to ask all the questions, but I don't know what he's comfortable like giving me, whatever. And so I'm on the group chat. I'm like, hey, oh my God, Ethan's on the phone with me, and everybody's like, oh my God, and everybody's like, just tell us what we need to do. And so I was like, Bubba, we may be able to get you home like tomorrow. And he was like, oh my God, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. But then we realized that he didn't have an ID and that you can't fly without an ID. But turns out you actually can fly without an ID. You just have to pay $45 to the TSA for them to do like an extensive verification thing or whatever. Where was I going with this story?
Ethan coming home.
Oh, yeah.
Glue on your feet.
Oh, and you helping. So
no, glue on your feet.
I know, but it started with you helping.
Oh, yeah.
My ADHD has linked it back to us being helpers, fixers.
Oh, there you go.
So
That's a great tie back.
the next day, I'm like, I think I was still under the influence or something. Anyways, I went to work and
But did you get glue all over the carpet?
no, because
Okay.
I put my shoes on.
Like, what happened?
No, I put my shoes on.
Put shoes on.
But when I got done with Ethan and all the things, I went and got in the shower.
You couldn't get your shoe off.
No, I got out of the shower and the glue was just rolling. And I was like, oh my gosh. If I would have seen it probably before, because it probably had dirt all over because I don't walk outside. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot about the glue on my feet.
Did you have it on both feet?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even let it dry.
I was gonna say, why didn't you just put it on one and let it dry?
No, and actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I need to check my shoes.
She's rubbing it in like lotion.
I never even thought. Because I already did it once and it pulled some of the dead skin off, and I was like, oh, I'm about to laugh.
I'm on to something.
Just Elmer's glue?
No, Mod Podge. Expensive shit, too. I'll swing the
Expensive
best
shit.
for my cat.
I'll bring you next week and think of Elmer's glue. I've got a big
Does the same thing.
Yeah, I love it.
I've got a big thing.
I love to let it dry and then pick it off. Oh my God.
I've got the big.
It's the best.
Thing where you fill up the little.
Yes.
I don't know why I have such a big thing at Elmer. Oh, I think I was going to flock my tree one year, and that's
Oh,
what it
yeah.
And then I gave up on it. And
But
threw my
you
tree
said,
away.
are we fixers? And I said, yes, because today Kila said, hey, are we recording tonight? And I was like, no, because Ethan's coming home. And she was like, oh my God. So she called me and she was asking me like, what do I said, the only thing that I know is that he said that he was only coming with the clothes that he had on his back. So Kila went to her house and got some of her stepson's clothes. And then Aniston's boyfriend gathered a bag full too.
good.
So yeah. So I just got to get him some underwear and socks.
I may have one pair in there.
Did you say
I
socks?
put some socks in
I
there.
thought you did
Yeah.
say socks.
Sorry,
So
Cole. Arcade.
that's Kila's
Nike
also a
socks
fixer. Like, you know, when we hear like there's a need, like, well, we got to figure out how to fix it. You know what I mean? It's just what we do. And And I think that's just like literally with anything. If someone's like, I'd love to go to college, but I don't know how, I'm like Googling, how do you go to college?
Is he home? Did we talk to him?
No, Ethan.
Well, Paul says basically he's given up for a sec. He's going to the gas station, get a coffee, and he's going to go back. Jesus Christ.
So right now, when I leave here, I'm supposed to go to Dad's because Dad was supposed to pick him up from the...
Has the flight landed?
Yes. And we are 95% sure he got on the... He don't have a phone. We have no way to get
Do you
hold
have
of
the
him.
ticket number? Or?
Yes, but we got the thing that said that the passenger... Hold on. Like he did get on the plane because one of the cousins sent me a...
There wasn't a layover, was there?
No. Let's see. One of the cousins sent a thing and it said... That's right here. Seat assigned at check-in. So it means he checked in and it has his name. So we know that he got on the flight, but he doesn't have a phone and my dad's been sitting at arrival.
Did anybody tell him to come out? Or
No, I thought my dad was going to go in, but my dad doesn't know how to...
he's in there waiting.
Well, my dad doesn't know where to park to go in, and now he's scared that if he does it, he's going to miss him because Ethan's going to figure out. I probably
I
should.
wonder if we could call the airport. And
That's
have
what
them
I was.
page him.
That's like my next thing was that I was going to have to do that because, and I don't know. I honestly don't know like what state. Don't know anything. I told Dad I was like, I don't know if you'll recognize him or not. I don't know. So when I leave here tonight, we're gonna go over there to see him and.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Yep. So we love y'all.
Hold
And
on, I'm asking who would we call to get? I have my friend, a lady I work with. Her nurse, her husband works at the airport.
okay.
Who would we call?
Because I don't even know what we do at this point. Because I was.
Y'all figure it out.
Yeah.
Once you get there.
But yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody love everybody.
Yeah, we love everybody.
Yeah, I'd be fighting it. I'd be little bitches.
And
Yeah.
prayers up for Ethan.
Yes. Yes.
And GoTrend.
GoTrend for sure. Big trend energy. Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Thank y'all. We love y'all.
Bye.
Follow us or something.
Yes.
Call me.
We need everybody to go to our YouTube and subscribe because we're really close to monetizing. So go do it now.
Okay. Okay. Love y'all. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Thank you for staying around for all of our crazy.
Be sure to like, follow, and share with everyone you know.
Even them whores you don't like.
And leave us a 5-star review.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, bitches.